and can make all the throws. Again, they like those quick, short throws, and his #1 target, Malachi Corley, needs to have a big night tonight.
Corley wearing number 11, the junior wide receiver. In motion goes Young, and they're going to throw it right out to him in the flat. He's got it, takes a hit initially, and gets up to the 28-yard line. A pick up a 3 to get things started for the Hilltoppers.
Good high percentage pass to start the game. The thing I like about those quick swing passes, it's an extension of the run game, right? Get it out, get that defense, forcing them to run sideline to sideline. Good opening play on first down.
They stack up the wide receivers to each side. 2nd down and 7. Quick pass out to the outside. There's Corley, as you said. They try to set up a screen, and he picks up a couple to the 32. Going to set up a 3rd and 3 for Western Kentucky.
Yeah, and I like it, Rick. Stay ahead of the chains. Important to get, open.
In motion goes Corley. Here's a 3rd down pass, and it's caught. It's a 1st down catch from Elijah Young, and he's still on his feet into Liberty territory. A 1st down and more. That's a pickup of 23 yards. Corey Jones ran him out.
Yeah, and it's a good quick pass. You break one tackle. You see Quentin Reese, 16 to safety, come up, misses the tackle, and Young goes down that left sideline for a nice pickup in the 1st down. And that was one of their bugaboos last week, 3rd down conversions.
Well, now's a chance to run a little tempo here as they get it back to Young, and he cuts it back, and he has a 1st down run of 11 yards. C.J. Bassell on the tackle for Liberty, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers at the 31.
Good push up front by that offensive line, a good downhill run there.
From the shotgun, and the pass out is incomplete. I think they want to try to set up another one of those screens there.
Well, a little miscommunication there. I think Delvin Smith was started the block, and Austin Reed was throwing in the ball, so a little miscommunication.
Offensive coordinator Drew Hollingshead for Western Kentucky, along with Zach Langford, the co-offensive coordinators for this group.
Yeah, Drew Hollingshead is on the field, along with Tyson Helton, the head coach, obviously, who's an offensive-minded head coach.
2nd down. Pass out again. He's got Young. Good job by the Liberty defense to kind of smell that one out after a short pickup. Joseph Carter was there, gain of 3.
Yeah, and so when they're going to dump these short passes, especially to Young out of the backfield, you got to come up that alley from that safety position to make the tackle like Liberty did right there. Now it's a 3rd and 7 here. Time for the defense to try to step up, but a position on the field where you're thinking you're going to go for it on 4th down. We'll see what they pick up here.
That's a good point. 3rd and 7. They have to get to the 21. They spread them out 5 wide. Reed guns it on a slam. The catch is made by K.D. Hutchinson. And a 1st down for Western Kentucky, moving the chain yet again.
Yeah, excellent route by Hutchinson. Just an inside slant. You saw the receiver on top kind of clear it for him. Hutchinson comes underneath, and a good ball by Austin Reed. Another 3rd down conversion for the Hilltoppers.
It was a gain of 11. They're inside the red zone now here as Davion Irvin Poindexter is in the backfield. Shifts over to Reed's right. Play fake. And then they fake the reverse. Here's Reed. He's got some open room, and he'll scoot out of bounds for a couple inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I love the play calling early for Western Kentucky. They have Skylar McGee, the defensive coordinator for Liberty, kind of on their heels right now, and moving them sideline to sideline. Nice mixture of run and pass. Great start thus far for Western Kentucky.
Well, look at this. The first 5 drives last week versus Jacksonville State. Pretty darn good, but what happened over the course of the game?
Yeah, just, second half for them has been their issue. First half has not been.
Davion Irvin Poindexter running into a wall there just outside of the 11-yard line. But I agree with you. I like the mix up here. I like the change of pace and the tempo.
Yeah, but it's important in a game like this, if you're Western Kentucky, you want to put it in the end zone. You want to finish this drive off with a touchdown, not a field goal. So let's see if they can get their third down conversion in a row here.
Opening drive of the game. 4 minutes gone by. bunch it up here. River Helms, the tight end to the right side of the offensive line. He's been big.
Hello. Let's go.
Still throws over the middle. The catch is made at the 5-yard line. That is a first down. That's Dalvin Smith, and it's going to set up 1st and goal from the 5.
And Dalvin Smith's one of the receivers that the coaches told us needs to step up, can make the plays. And, you know, Austin Reed looks like he's going to run. He pulls the linebacker up, and just a little jump pass, a little dump to Dalvin Smith, and another 3rd down conversion.
Smith's going to go out. They're going to bring in Trevor Borland at tight end, get the double tight end set here from the 5-yard line.
And of course, because Western Kentucky subbed, Liberty gets the opportunity to sub. That's why the referees held it up.
This is the 11th play of the drive coming up. The pass out is caught by River Helms, but they're all over it. Good tackle that time made by Preston Hodge. That's a loss of 1. They know that because Helms has 2 receiving touchdowns on the season from the tight end spot.
Yeah, and it was a nice tackle by Hodge. Good job. He placed the star position for Liberty. 24 comes off, reads that right away, and makes a nice tackle in the open field.
What are you thinking here on 2nd down and goal?
Yeah, I like what they're doing, moving them sideline to sideline. I would look for Corley, Malachi Corley, number 11 in the slot. Looks like he's matched up with man coverage.
And he goes in motion. It's a direct snap here to Elijah Young. And he's going to be stopped shy, so 3 yards on the play. Brandon Bishop, Corey Jones make the tackle for Liberty.
So they tried to pull the linebackers out of there, right, with the motion of Corley, and then the direct snap to Elijah Young.
3 for 3 on 3rd downs on this drive, the opening drive of the game. Almost 6 minutes old here for Western Kentucky. They want to punch it in the end zone. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Reed on the slant. The catch is made by Malachi Corley for the touchdown.
Like the play call here. Corley just comes underneath the 2 receivers. Good quick pass by Austin Reed. The defender, Jalen Jimerson, number 2, rushed upfield for Liberty. Thought he could deflect the ball. He doesn't. Good pass by Reed. Good catch by Corley. And what an opening drive for Western Kentucky.
It was awesome. Corley with his 6th touchdown catch of the season. And Reed was 8 of 9 for 38 yards and the touchdown. And the Hilltoppers score on the opening possession. Back to Bowling Green, Kentucky after this.
Whether someone is across the neighborhood, across the street, or across the room, you have the power to make them feel right at home. Ritz, a taste of welcome.
At Cracker Barrel, 'tis the season for holiday traditions and cinnamon rolls turned pie. Our cinnamon roll pie breakfast is warm, gooey, glazed, and starts at just $8.99. And try our turkey, crispy and country fried. Cracker Barrel, take care now.
Yeah, with Metro, there's no contracts, no price hikes, no surprises. There's not a yada yada.
Yada yada.
Contract yada yada.
Price hike yada yada.
Not a yada yada means wireless without the gotcha. Only at Metro.
To give your teeth a dentist clean feeling, start with a round brush head, add power, and you've got Oral-B. Round cleans better by surrounding each tooth to remove 100% more plaque for a superior clean. Oral-B, brush like a pro.
Right now, Sonic's small hand mix shakes are $1.99 all day. It sells itself, so I'll just list flavors in my sexy voice.
Chocolate, strawberry, peanut butter.
$1.99 small classic shakes all day at Sonic.
A car like this shouldn't exist. Something this big, this luxurious, shouldn't move like a Mazda. And yet, it does.
Oh my God, it sounds epic as well. This car is an SUV with bragging rights.
The 3-row Mazda CX-90.
Did you know GoodRx can help you get a better price on your family's prescriptions?
I just open the app, type in the name of our meds, that's it. Savings on my asthma medication. All right, round 2, baby, round 2. Oh, yeah! savings on my husband's blood pressure refills. And savings on my daughter's allergy pills.
Prescription savings for the whole family.
Have a good one.
Another good reason to check GoodRx.
Sleep more deeply and wake up rejuvenated. Purple Mattress's exclusive Gel Flex Grid draws away heat, relieves pressure, and instantly adapts. Sleep better. Live Purple. Visit purple.com or a mattress store near you.
You can feel it now, undefeated, ranked number 4. They're expecting big things from this team.
Florida State, Wake Forest, Saturday on ABC.
Opening drive for the touchdown by Western Kentucky here tonight, taking up 6 minutes and 5 seconds to begin this one from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Big Red. How about it, Rini? 13 plays, 75 yards.
5 different receivers did Austin Reed hit. And how about this? 4 for 4 on third downs, as you see on the graphic. That's been one of their issues this year. They're 107th in the nation, third down conversions for the season, 35%. 4 for 4 on that opening drive. Pretty good.
Spreading it around and doing a nice job of changing up the pace as well. Corey Munson will kick off here. And a touchback for Liberty to get things started for them on their first offensive possession of the game tonight. And what a season it's been for number 7, Caden Salter.
I mean, you're throwing for around 1,500 yards, 16 touchdowns already, and then you run the ball for about 500 yards and another 6 touchdowns. True dual threat that can do it all.
Had 160 rushing yards last week. That was the second most by a quarterback in Liberty school history. And that was to your point earlier in the open about this team being number 2 in the nation in rushing. He is obviously a huge part of that, and so is Quentin Cooley, who takes the first handoff of the game tonight and gets 6 yards.
And Cooley's he's got that great build for a running back. Not super tall, about 5'7", 210 pounds, big lower body, great balance, and just kind of gets behind that big offensive line that averages 320 pounds. Push forward, it doesn't look like much. You get up and it's 6 yards on first down.
Second down. Will swing it out, and the catch is made by Bedgood, and he's got a first, and a flag comes flying in as well. Aaron Bedgood on the reception, number 82, the senior.
Yeah, I think they're going to get number 5, Noah Frith, with a hold on the outside. We'll see if that's who they caught with his hand in the cookie jar, but it's going to nullify a very nice run after the catch by Aaron Bedgood.
Ron Hudson is our referee tonight. It's Conference USA crew.
So now the back judge is talking to the side judge, and when they get these little conversations, they talk about the different angles they had, and we'll see if they pick it up or they're going to stick with the hold. And I could read his lips. There is no call for holding. Right. And so, yeah, they talked about it, and they picked up the flag.
So it's a pickup of 18 yards. And here we go again.
Yeah, look at, I believe they called it on 5. So right there, so you see the arm kind of the grab and then him to the ground. That's what the side judge called. The back judge came over and said, hey, I think he let go, didn't pull him to the ground, and they pick up the flag.
So first down and 10 from their own 49-yard line. It's back to Cooley, and he gets into Western Kentucky territory just before the 45-yard line. Cooley is a great story of someone who's overcome a ton. He grew up in the projects in Wake Forest, North Carolina, had to move and live with his aunt in Bailey, North Carolina. He was very open about his anxiety and depression and the anger that he had faced as a young kid growing up, and he's really turned things around. Gets into high school, plays football, basketball, baseball, track, and good enough to get that football scholarship initially to Wake Forest, where he went before transferring here to Liberty. This pass is incomplete, looking for Aaron Bedgood.
Yeah, and Bedgood just got to look that one in, so don't get confused with the 82. He'll play slot wide receiver, but they line him up in the backfield. He will run the ball as well from that running back position, and that's one you want to stay on schedule. Right? You drop that ball, now you're 3rd and 4.
You in the 4-down territory here as well, you think?
I think so, because I think Jamey Chadwell will be aggressive. So I think, yeah, absolutely. They got 2 downs to pick this up.
Cooley to the left of Salter on 3rd down. In motion goes Treyon Sibley. Salter looks right. He throws. Catch is made. It's a 1st down. And just inside the 40-yard line is Bentley Hanshaw. Transferring to BYU, and the tight end picks up 8, and the drive continues.
Yeah, and Hanshaw's been a really good tight end, receiving tight end especially. 6'4", 245, runs a nice route, knows where the sticks are, knows where he needs to get. Salter puts it right on him, and although he's tackled right there, he's past the yard to gain for the 1st down. Nice play.
We had talked about Austin Reed, quarterback for Western Kentucky, and finding 5 different receivers on offense for his group. This Liberty team has got so many weapons as well, and they get it back out to Bedgood, and he's inside the 30. 1st down, close to the 20-yard line. Gain of 17 for the Flames.
And, you know, Bedgood has battled some injuries. He's been a little banged up. He's pretty healthy right now. Get a little orbit motion. Salter puts it on him in space, up the field. And as good as the Western Kentucky offense looked to open this game, Liberty looks equally as good.
They will spread him out now, too, with 5 wide receivers here on this set for Salter from the shotgun. Pressure. This is what Salter can do, and he takes it to the house. 20 yards for the touchdown.
And that's how you answer. Now, that was a called quarterback draw. There was some pressure from the outside, which slowed Salter up. But how I know it was a quarterback draw, watch 53, Jordan White, the center. He's out in front, lead blocking, and they run it so well, he doesn't even have anyone to hit.
7th rushing touchdown of the season for Caden Salter. He's over 500 yards rushing for the campaign, and they take it 75 yards down the field on their opening drive, the Liberty Flames, and we're tied at 7.
Western Kentucky starts out excellent. Liberty says, my turn now. Down the field they go. Salter with the score. We're tied at 7 here in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Making the tour with you again. Because a vision saw me creeping. Left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence.
It's easy to get lost in investment research. Introducing JP Morgan Personal Advisors.
Hey, David.
Connect with an advisor to create your personalized plan.
Let's find the right investments for your goals.
Okay, great.
JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Ooh, Derrick Henry.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I saved so much bundling, it inspired my workout. Auto! Home!
Okay, and this is Auto again, right?
Auto! Hey, this is my living room. Oh!
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan.
The dog isn't allowed on the couch, Derek.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The new Barbecue Ranch Chicken Crunch from Jimmy John's is here with house-made barbecue ranch sauce, all-natural chicken, and crispy tortilla strips. All that sauciness comes as a sandwich or wrap. Sandwich or wrap. Sandwich or wrap! For a limited time at Jimmy John's. As a sandwich or wrap!
How about Big Red, the mascot, and the red logos on each player's helmet based on the position groups here tonight? This is a big deal for them here.
And I'm kind of a traditionalist. I just like plain natural because I'm boring, but I actually love the creativity here. I love this.
You got the quarterback You got the running backs,
the running backs like a little Heisman there. I like it.
I like that. What's your favorite one?
Well, you know, can you guess?
Running back,
of course. Former running back, I love it. Big Red looks good there. He could tumble for a first down, I think.
They debuted the Big Red helmets last season back in late November for a game against Rice, and they won 45-10. They had a huge makeover this fall with the logos and uniforms. That's out of bounds.
Good field position here for Western Kentucky to start this second drive. And that drives coaches nuts too. The unforced errors, right? Yeah. Unforced penalties, and then you kick a ball out of bounds and you give the offense really good starting field position.
6 minutes and 14 seconds to play in this first quarter. 8 of 9 for the 38 yards and the touchdown for Austin Reed on that opening drive. And they get the start from the 35, so hopefully you expect more from the same if you're a Western Kentucky fan.
And Tyson Helton, the head coach, told us if we're going to win this game, Austin Reed needs to wow you guys up in the broadcast booth. Well, that first drive was pretty wow, the way they went down the field. We'll see if he can keep it up here.
Hand off here for Young. And hit initially by T.J. Bush in the backfield. It's a gain of 1. Checking it was Irvin Poindexter that time for Western Kentucky. And he had Austin Reed coming from Division II in West Florida, then making the jump here.
Yeah, and he's done a nice job and had obviously a great career at Division II and transitions here and really hasn't missed a beat.
It's Marquise Stepp now in the backfield for the Hilltoppers. A pass is deflected and nearly intercepted. Almost picked off by Tyron Dupree. It was tipped by T.J. Bush.
And T.J. Bush, 23, he's a true freshman. Watch him on the outside. If you can't get to the quarterback, time it up, get those arms up there. Does a nice job deflecting it and almost picked off.
So now 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, 15 INTs this year by Liberty, leads the nation. I mean, they're ball hawks when it comes to intercepting the football.
Reed with time over the middle. The catch is made, and Easton Messer's got it. And a first down up close to midfield. First catch of the night for him. It's a gain of 13.
Yeah, so 3rd and long. Liberty doesn't send pressure. They only rush 3. Exceptional job up front by Western Kentucky picking it up, and just a little underneath route by Messer. Good job by Reed, and they pick up the first down.
And they move quickly. They go once again back out to him as well, and he makes 2 in a row here. It's a gain of 4. A nice job in some of those slants and crossing routes here early on.
Austin Reed is really good at recognizing what the defense is doing, what they're trying to do to him, and quick passes, spreading it around. And again, those quick passes, especially on first down, again, extension of the running game. You know, you pick 3, 4, 5 yards up on first down, keeps you ahead of the chains. That's exactly where you want to be with this offense.
That is 6 different receivers now that have caught a pass from Austin Reed in this game for Western Kentucky. In motion goes the tight end Borland. Reed, look out, pressure from the backside, and has to get rid of it. He felt it that time. It was coming from C.J. Bissell Jr., the sophomore defensive end.
And, you know, and he felt it, and then he kind of glanced and saw it and knew, okay, no one's open. I'm outside the pocket. Let me throw this thing away. Just get it past the line of scrimmage, out of bounds. Good job by Austin Reed. Nice rush by C.J. Bissell there. Off the edge, plays like the joker position. That's kind of a rush defensive end. Will drop every once in a while.
Third down again. They've converted all of them, and this is the first time they will not. Good defense by Liberty. The pass intended for Malachi Corley, and back there was Brylan Green, the safety, who was right on top of him, number 15.
And that time, defensive coordinator Skylar McGee dialed up a little pressure, tried to hurry Reed, did a good job, and good coverage on the back end by Liberty as well. And as you said, they're going to force a punt here.
Yeah, Coach McGee, the defensive coordinator, we talked to him earlier this week, who's just, really excited about the way his team has come together to get all those takeaways. And, that's not easy when you have a new group coming in each year. The amount of transfers that both of these two teams have, it's over 50.
And they've given up some yardage, but they've been very opportunistic in their opportunities to get those takeaways.
Punt lands inside the 10, 39 yards on the kick. It'll be Liberty ball when we return.
Raiders, Lions, Monday at 8 on ESPN and ABC.
We're done.
What about these?
Looks right.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty absorbs spills like a sponge and is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
A new arrival alarms the Brotherhood of Muscle. Muscular features signal power and performance. Attributes they've never seen in this build. Behold, a new breed. Ready to swarm. Ready to sting. Ready to electrify. The defiant, power-packed, all-new hybrid electric Dodge Hornet RT. Performance electrified.
Some people just know that's not gonna fit. Those are the people who know to choose Allstate.
That's not gonna fit. What's that? You need another 4 inches. Do you work here? Nope. I just saw you there and I thought I'd save you the trouble. Nana.
She's a human measuring tape, and she knows Allstate is the right fit for her.
It's not gonna fit. That's not gonna fit. What? Steven.
Some people just know.
Well played. Well played, my friend.
Those are the people who know you're in good hands with Allstate.
Yeah, with Metro, there's no contracts, no price hikes, no surprises. There's not a yada yada.
Yada yada.
Contract yada yada.
Price hike yada yada.
Not a yada yada means wireless without the gotcha. Only at Metro.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Go to InventHelp.com. We have representatives nationwide and services to showcase your invention. Get started today. Go to InventHelp.com for free information.
Introducing Fanatics Signature, a brand new collection of elevated fan gear featuring super soft fabrics and premium details. Make your mark with Fanatics Signature. Shop now and get today's special offer. Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything.
Homeowners, when your water or sewer line breaks, it's expensive and often not covered by basic homeowners insurance.
You could pay thousands.
Finding a good contractor can be tough.
Want this guy doing the job?
With a plan from HomeServe, call us. We'll send a contractor, and there's no big bill.
Easy.
But don't wait. Get a plan from HomeServe before a line breaks.
Go online now.
Plans from HomeServe start at just $7.99 a month.
Call 1-877-520-2038 or visit homeserve.com.
Final Saturday in October, we got a great ABC college football triple header for you. Starts Florida State and Wake Forest at noon Eastern, then BYU and number 7 Texas, and we'll cap it off on our nightcap. Colorado, Coach Prime, and number 23 UCLA. That balanced rushing attack, stingy defense. That's coming up at 7:30 on Saturday on ABC. What a lineup we've got here. Can't believe we're already at the end of October. And there's your Florida State Seminoles. You and I spent many of Saturdays in Memphis, Tennessee. We knew how great he was, and look, he's doing it now at Florida State.
I'm just glad they had the patience to give him a few years, and now it's paying off.
Yes, it is, in a big way. Could be challenging for a championship. As Liberty gets back going again on offense from inside their own 10-yard line, and Cooley runs for a gain of 7.
Now, how about that first drive of the 75 yards? Salter accounted for 64 of them, 3 explosive plays. Pretty good start offensively.
And how about this stat here? The only undefeated FBS team right now that's not ranked in the top 25. They're second in the receiving votes category, so if you will, 27 right now for Liberty.
And the issue is...
Bedgood.
Yeah, just short of the first down. But to get back to my point, issue is they don't have a Power 5 on their roster or on their schedule this year, and I think a lot of people are holding that against them. Of course, it has nothing to do with Jamie Chadwell. The schedule's already set when he takes over, but that's what a lot of people are holding against them. But they don't care. They just want to win games one at a time, get to the Conference USA championship. By the way, first time they've been in a conference, it means a lot to them.
Absolutely. 3rd and 1. Cooley, and he's not going to get it. 4th down. Good job by Western Kentucky up front.
Yeah, tremendous job by that defensive line. They got some movement. 51, Devin Lynch, who played excellent last week. Only a 2nd career start. He shoots underneath from that linebacker position, gets that TFL, and now Jamie Chadwell leaving the offense out there.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
gutsy early.
From their own 17-yard line. Salter takes a snap. He's got it. And he's going to dive forward for the first down.
Hello. You don't see that much, and I guarantee you the analytics here about the analytics, I'm pretty sure the book's not telling Jamey Chadwell to go for it there. You know, I thought he handed it to Cooley on the zone read, which would have been perfect. Instead, he pulls it, takes it around left edge, and then he knows situational awareness. He needs to put his shoulder down with his 200-pound frame and make sure he picks up that extra yard to keep the drive alive.
Yeah, that was Anthony Johnson Jr. that made the tackle and could not quite bring him down before he was able to lunge for the first down. Now they're bringing down Cooley again in the backfield, so they're all over him. And that time it was Tacolve Williams and also Desmond Baker.
Yeah, and the safeties need to come up and run support. Williams does it right there from that free safety position. And, you know, defensive coordinator Tyson Summers told us our safeties have to come up and they have to tackle well tonight.
That was a huge play early in this game to get that fourth down from your own 17-yard line. Keep this drive alive as Salter guns it out. And the catch is made across the 25-yard line. Bedgood again. He's a few yards shy of the first down. He's going to pick up 6.
And Salters does a nice job, right? Scanning the field. Doesn't have what he wants through his progressions. Immediately checks it down to Bedgood. Pick it up to get it a manageable here, 3rd and 3.
Now Billy Lucas checks in the backfield. Former NEC Rookie of the Year in 2021 from Duquesne. Third and 3. See if Western Kentucky brings some pressure. The pass quickly out. It's broken up. Incomplete. And it was Desmond Baker again that got his hand on it, and the pass intended for Trayon Sibley.
Yeah, excellent break on the ball by Baker to break this up, and just a little chess match. So Western Kentucky showed like they were going to blitz to the short side of the field. Salter changes the play, comes back the other way, but then they end up blitzing to the field to put pressure on him, forcing that throw, but Baker does a nice job undercutting that, getting the pass breakup.
So Max Morgan kicks it away for Liberty, and the fair catch is called for and made by K.D. Hutchinson. Just inside his 40-yard line, a kick of 37 yards. Here's our month-end featured lineup. First, we've got an NBA Friday doubleheader for you on ESPN, 7:30 Eastern. It's the Heat and the Celtics, and then the Warriors and the Kings. Sunday afternoon, Mexico City Grand Prix is on ABC, and then next week, Monday Night Football, returning to Detroit for the first time since 2018. The Lions hosting the Raiders. That's a great way to wrap up October.
Yeah, Lions looking great. How about basketball season's back already? Man, everything's flying.
Well, Lions looking great until last week, but
yeah.
you know, they are still a formidable team, that's for sure. Western Kentucky back on offense, and they get it out to Jimmy Holiday. First catch of the night for him. It's a 4-yard gain. Quarter winding down here, 15 seconds and ticking. Elijah Young back in the backfield for the Hilltoppers. He gets the call. He has a first down just across the 47, and that's going to take us to the end of 1. Conference USA matchup here tonight. Hilltoppers scored on their first drive. Flames scored on their first drive. We're tied at 7. Second quarter from Bowling Green, Kentucky on this Tuesday night on ESPN when we come back.
The new Barbecue Ranch Chicken Crunch from Jimmy John's is here with house-made barbecue ranch sauce, all-natural chicken and crispy tortilla strips. All that sauciness comes as a sandwich or wrap. Sandwich or wrap. Sandwich or wrap! For a limited time at Jimmy John's. As a sandwich or wrap!
It's easy to get lost in investment research. Introducing JP Morgan Personal Advisors.
Hey, David.
Connect with an advisor to create your personalized plan.
Let's find the right investments for your goals.
Okay, great.
JP Morgan Wealth Management.
King C. Gillette is an award-winning lineup. Men's Health's best beard trimmer for beginners, among Men's Journal's best beard shampoos and washes, and GQ's best beard conditioners for soft, no-itch facial hair. Your beard is our trade. These are your tools. King C. Gillette.
You're in a hurry.
I'm off to America's Best. I heard what you said about not overpaying for glasses.
2 pairs and a free quality eye exam starting at just $79.95.
The exam alone is worth
$59.
I mean, people deserve breaks, right?
Yeah, breaks. Book an exam today at americasbest.com.
If you struggle with CPAP, you should check out Inspire. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Your first home sees a lot of firsts. From first loves to first steps. Sure, it can be a handful at times, keeping you up at night.
Come on now.
But with help from the Home Depot, you'll find the confidence to create the first place you call your own. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Whether someone is across the neighborhood, across the street, or across the room, you have the power to make them feel right at home. Ritz, a taste of welcome.
With the Sonic 2 for $7 deal, you can choose from 3 delicious favorites for only $7. A Sonic cheeseburger, chicken sandwich, or a foot-long chili cheese coney. It might be the greatest pairing since cherry and limeade. Sonic 2 for $7 deal.
Honey.
Honey. NyQuil Severe Honey. Powerful cold and flu relief with a dreamy honey taste. NyQuil Honey. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever, honeylicious, best sleep with a cold, medicine.
Tommy John is for men who value themselves and their comfort, who want fabrics that are lightweight, breathable, and insanely soft, with stay-put waistbands that adapt for the perfect fit. 360-degree stretch prevents ride-up and supports any move you make, and mind-blowing innovations like our Quick Draw Fly. We've also reinvented loungewear. Yeah, loungewear. You can trust our thousands of 5-star reviews, because Tommy John knows how comfortable you want to be.
Go to TommyJohn.com now and get 20% off your first order with code TV20.
This is the beginning of a new era.
ESPN College Football from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Mike Corey, Reedy, and Golia with you tonight. Pretty even game here, 7-7. Both teams touchdown, punt, touchdown, punt. How about the offensive line, though, right now protecting quarterback Austin Reed for Western
They've
Kentucky?
had to shuffle a few guys around. Mark Good is out. He's normally the left tackle. Marshall Jackson, the right tackle. 53 slides to left tackle. Wes Dorsey gets a start. Vinny Murphy at center is playing great. Leslie at left guard and Horton at right guard doing a really nice job up front for Western Kentucky.
They picked up the first down before the end of the quarter, and now they swing it out to Helms, the tight end, and he has another first down for Western Kentucky. Big gain inside the 40, call it 14, and Tyron Dupree pushed him out.
Yeah, and River Helms has been really dependable for them this year. See him just come underneath the formation, out into the flat. You got the 2 wide receivers out blocking. Reed puts it on him, turns it up, and a nice pickup for Western Kentucky.
Yeah, really good size and athleticism. You saw him run really well after the catch. Sophomore from Leicester, Alabama at 6'4", 242. Now back to the ground. It's Elijah Young, puts his head down, and he powers his way for a first down. Tackled by Brandon Bishop.
Yeah, and you know, Western Kentucky likes to use running back by committee, but make no mistake about it, they really like Elijah Young. Great job there, a little sidestep, a little stiff arm. Takes the big hit at the end, but holds on to the ball and picks up the first down.
They had got him out in the last series. You had Davion Irvin Poindexter, then also Marquise Stepp that was in. Now they bring Young back in. He heads to the bench now for Davion Irvin Poindexter. They give it to him, and he goes off the left side, and he's got a first down run. How fitting that we were talking about the offensive line just a few moments ago.
Yeah, good job on that left side, and good speed by Irvin Poindexter there. Turns that corner, squares his shoulders up, and goes.
12 on the pickup. Back to him again, and he lost the ball at the end. I'm going to say he was down. And he is still down. Transfer out of Indiana, the senior.
Timeout for an injury to the offensive player.
And so they'll attend to him. And we'll step aside. Injury timeout here at Western Kentucky.
It's nothing.
Sounds like something.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, systemic diarrhea.
Pepto-Bismol coats and soothes for fast relief when you need it most.
Whether someone is across the neighborhood, across the street, or across the room, you have the power to make them feel right at home. Ritz, a taste of welcome.
Yeah, with Metro, there's no contracts, no price hikes, no surprises. There's not a yada yada.
Yada yada.
Contract yada yada.
Price hike yada yada.
Not a yada yada means wireless without the gotcha. Only at Metro.
Sleep more deeply and wake up rejuvenated. With Purple's new mattresses, fall asleep 20% faster, have less aches and pains, and sleep uninterrupted. Visit purple.com or a store near you.
You can feel it now. Undefeated, ranked number 4. They're expecting big things from this team.
Florida State, Wake Forest, Saturday on ABC.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Go to InventHelp.com. We have representatives nationwide and services to showcase your invention. Get started today. Go to InventHelp.com for free information.
Wear by Erin Andrews, the sportswear collection for all women, is now officially licensed with more teams. Women can support their teams in fashion-forward apparel, everywhere, anywhere. Find it at Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything.
You've got a subscription for streaming movies and music, maybe even one for food.
But what about when it's your water line that's streaming? Repairs are expensive. Good contractors, hard to find. A plan from HomeServe is like a subscription for peace of mind. For one small monthly fee, when a covered system breaks, we'll send a qualified contractor and pay for the repair. Why worry? Get HomeServe and chill.
Plans from HomeServe start at just $7.99 a month.
Call 1-888-384-5079 or visit homeserve.com.
Saturday, much anticipated boxing match between Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou from Saudi Arabia. It's on ESPN Plus pay-per-view. Coverage of the main card starts at 2 Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. It can be purchased at ESPNplus.com/top-rank.
I wouldn't want to tangle with any of those.
Definitely not.
Either of those guys.
No.
Keep my distance.
Western Kentucky. And they've had some rushing woes for sure this season, but doing much better here tonight.
You look at that graphic right there, it says it all. 121st in the nation in rushing, already 71 yards essentially in the first quarter.
7.9 yards per carry as well. Davion Irvin Poindexter walked off under his own power as we had the injury timeout. Now it's Young back in the game. He's taken out by Amarian Williams. It's a gain of 5. And the Hilltoppers here on the doorstep.
Yeah, turns that corner. You don't think it's going to be much, but as he turns it, you look up and you're like, all right, 5-6 yards on second down, and gets it here to 3rd and 4.
Well, they've been excellent converting on 3rd down here tonight. They're 5 of 6 on 3rd down. We're 5 for their first 5. Play clock. Timeout taken.
And it's a good timeout. Don't rush that one.
Timeout. Western Kentucky. They're first of the half. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, definitely not. 4 yards for the first, and that's at the 4-yard line, and of course you're 8 away from the touchdown.
Yeah, you want to convert this because this is a game tonight. Although, possessions have been limited thus far because of the sustained drives from both teams. As we take a look at Drew Hollingshead, the offensive coordinator, had a great discussion with him this week. Of course, again, a lot of times when you have an offensive-minded head coach like they do in Tyson Helton, the OC will be up in the booth. Well, Hollingshead's on the field, as you could see, likes being there. He gets a good feel. He's got a couple other assistants that give him the eyes he needs upstairs, but really it's about being able to look in your players' eyes, be at that field level, and really help them, and he does a nice job.
What about on these 3rd downs tonight?
It's a good down and distance for them tonight because they've averaged 5.3 yards on these 3rd manageable. So this is right in their wheelhouse there.
Young in the backfield. Corley now sets up on the right side of the offensive line. Reed to Young, can't grab it. And I think it was a little bit tipped as well.
Yeah, I
right?
believe it was deflected, and that's one of the things Liberty said. When I asked them points of emphasis coming into the game, they said, we need to get our hands up. We feel like we can tip some balls, and that's the second one they knocked down tonight. And if they don't tip that one, I think that's completed. He gets in there for the touchdown.
So they go for the field goal here. It's going to end up being a 26-yard attempt for Lucas Carnero. Trey Nutt in the snap. Tom Ellard holds, and the kick is good. So Western Kentucky picks up 3. Early second quarter, they've got a 10-7 lead. We'll be back.
For everyone, from players to parents, football offers unlimited growth with even more to learn. Visit futureforfootball.com to get ahead of the game. Find out where to play, what equipment to use, and get the latest from leagues around the country, including pro tips and parental info from the experts. These resources make it easier than ever to create your plan and make your play.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a Shaq-a-Roni.
Bust it.
We created Shaq-a-Roni my way, an extra large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni.
If you struggle and struggle and struggle with CPAP, you should check out Inspire. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Hi, folks. Joe Namath here. The Medicare annual enrollment period is now. Do you know if your Medicare plan benefits are changing next year? Will your costs go up? Are your doctors still covered? Get answers in 3 steps. 1, call the toll-free number below by December 7th to speak to a licensed insurance agent. 2, review your coverage for any changes to your Medicare plan for next year. 3, learn if a Medicare Advantage plan that may offer additional benefits is available in your area.
I call every year to make sure my doctors are still covered under my plan.
I called to find a plan with lower copays.
Whether you're looking for dental or vision coverage, call now to see the plans available in your area that may offer additional benefits. The Medicare annual enrollment period has a deadline. Millions have called. You should too.
Call to speak to a licensed insurance agent. Call 1-800-352-8651. Call now.
There's Big Red.
Look at putting the
new stickers on.
Yeah,
the helmets
stickers
here.
on.
The 7 different position groups.
Does it all. Putting it in the lockers for him.
Now, what were you saying that he reminds you of?
Well, I'm about to date myself. H&R Puffin stuff. So there's a bunch of young people out there like, what is he talking about? And then there's a bunch of old people say, I know exactly what he's talking about. Yeah, H&R Puffin stuff. They'll
Back to
Google
like 1969 or something like that. We're going favorite helmets here, by the way. Hey, I spent many years in Delaware doing radio there. I love the Delaware.
And I played against Delaware, so forget it. I can't root for that helmet. And I'm old fogey. I just told you that, right? H&R Puffin stuff. I'm a traditionalist.
Very traditional.
The plain white, just the crisp look of Penn State and Alabama and Ohio State. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's the way I am.
And the Flames have a new helmet, new look here tonight. They've got the Flames.
Listen, I'm not against the new fancy helmets, and I love it. For me personally, just give me a helmet and let me go play.
Okay. Well, they've come out with a new look here tonight as well. And a touchback for Liberty as they're down by 3. Early in this second quarter of action. Liberty's off to a 7-0 start. Best start to a season since 2020. Flags come flying in here. What a late activity around the 20-yard line. Let's see what's going to be called after all this. And will that back up Liberty, or will they get better field position? We'll find out. There's Ron Hudson.
Both teams, after the play is over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Liberty, number 38. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Western Kentucky, number 12. Those penalties will offset. First down. Those are the first unsportsmanlike penalties for each of those players.
And of course, he makes that announcement because if you get 2, you're ejected from the game. So yeah, it didn't look like too much there, but Ron Hudson said, I'm going to get control of this early. We'll flag him and shut it down.
Liberty and Billy Lucas for a gain of 6. Flames have been 500 or better for 17 consecutive years since the start of the 2006 season.
Yeah, listen, it's a program where they have the backing, right, in Lynchburg. I mean, they like their football. They got great facilities. They're excited to be in Conference USA, and they're playing good football.
Salter, pressure, he's going to be sacked. What a job by Sebastian Benjamin to get in there, the 5th-year player. Loss of 8.
Yeah, and Salter looks like you got to throw that on time. He doesn't. He tucks it, and Benjamin's there for the sack. And you saw Williams, TK Williams, number 7, almost jump across and deflect it. Salter keeps it, and Benjamin ends up finishing him off.
First sack of the game, and first time you could say that someone's really off schedule here, if you will, on a 3rd down and 12. Salter, more pressure's coming in. He steps up in the pocket. Ran for a touchdown the last time he did this at 20 yards, and this time he's just shy of the 1st down up at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, but I mean, you're at the 34 and a half. You went for it on your own 17. I think Jamie Chadwell automatically is going for this here.
I would agree. Baker and Guidry made the tackle. You're right. He's half a yard shy, if that, of the 1st down. They're staying on the field.
And they do, they're shotgun. They don't go under the snap, so we're not going to get any brotherly shove here, right. Tush push, unless they decide to put him underneath, which maybe they will here. And just as I say that, we'll see. Here we go.
Yeah. Lucas and Bedgood right behind him. Salter is under center. They do the sneak, and they get it easily. Look at that. They pick up almost 5 yards. You just called it right there.
But no tush push. They didn't need it. I mean, great push up front by that offensive line. Jordan White, 53, the center, gets low. And this offensive line has done an exceptional job this season, winning at the line of scrimmage and getting that running game going.
From the 39, back to Lucas, and pretty good run there as he gets close to 5. Deontay McCray at the tackle.
And, and the offensive line coach is Bill Durkin, former teammate of mine at UMass, was an All-American guard in the early 90s and played the position. Just a good offensive line coach, and these players really respond to him. They're playing hard this year, and the offensive line averages 320 pounds. Bill's about 350 right now coaching, so they listen to him.
It's Lucas again, and he's going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down. McCray again on the tackle.
And you know how you're confident in your offensive line play is when the head coach goes for it at his own 17 and his own 34-yard line, right, and runs it both times.
He was there with Chadwell back at Coastal Carolina
9 years.
Yeah,
9 years
when
at
he was
Coastal.
an assistant, right? Then Chadwell becomes the head coach, keeps him on the staff. The continuity, it's been awesome. He went from what, running backs coach to the
back in the day, back to where he belongs, right. Offensive line.
3rd and 1 here for Liberty at their own 48. Salter, option, out to Cooley, and he is tackled down. It's going to be close. Rayshon Hodge, just shy of the 1st down by the spot. The near official here. Yep, he's just shy of the 49-yard line.
Yeah, tremendous job by Hodge, 23 to come up, get low. Cooley tried to roll off him, and they actually moved it back a little bit, so he's almost a full yard short.
Again, no matter if you're Liberty, right? They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down in this game. Timeout for an injured player for Western Kentucky. It's Colvey Williams,
who's been very active tonight from his free safety position. He's been coming up in run support, so that's a great sign for Western Kentucky that he's up and walking off the field in his own power.
He spent a lot of time back to Bill Durkin for a moment last night with this team. I mean, you just think about keeping this staff together and how much that helps teams, and then moving to a new program.
And Liberty had to move some guys around. Brendan Schlittler, which is was their best offensive lineman, one of the leaders coming in this season. He's been hurt all season. He's home watching, so they had to move some guys around. Xavier Gadlin was a tackle, 73. They've now moved him inside to guard. All 32 NFL teams have been here to look at Gadlin. And hey, we're going to get a look at this offensive line once again here, 4th and short.
Gatlin's been outstanding. He's the leader. Originally started at Tulsa. Now at Liberty, the senior from Grand Prairie, Texas. More on his story in a moment. We'll see if Liberty can pick up the first down here on 4th down. They're already 2 for 2. Gatlin at that right guard position.
Yeah, and if you're Western Kentucky, you got to shoot the gaps, right? You got to get in there. You got to get penetration. This is all about winning at the line of scrimmage.
Thinking the same thing here that we just saw. What do you think?
Yeah, and I think Chadwell's making sure. And remember, in college football, every play is reviewed. Whether they stop it or not, replay is looking at every play. So they definitely looked at the spot. They got it right, and here we go, 4th down.
And there's movement. Western Kentucky jumping. Aaron Key, the linebacker, 15, looked like he was over. We'll get the official call.
Offside, number 15. Defense in the neutral zone with contact. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Yeah, that's it.
And give Caden Salter credit, right? Good hard count. They were expecting that quarterback sneak. They just did it. This time, Western Kentucky is trying to shoot in there. Good hard count. Gets the offsides with contact, keeps the drive alive.
Get your thoughts. Sometimes it's like feast or famine on these quarterback sneaks where you pick up 5 or they stop you cold. Like, what has to happen there to get that?
Low man, you got to get low.
Salter, he's got a man wide open. The catch for the touchdown, C.J. Daniels. Heads up. 47 yards.
So that's what a dynamic running game like Liberty does to you. They're running. C.J. Daniels, their top wide receiver, just releases vertical. You know, you get caught as the corner with your eyes looking in because you think run is coming. All of a sudden, he releases vertical. Good throw by Salter, and you got a 47-yard strike right down the right sideline.
Yeah, and you wonder they're reading number 7 to Colvey Williams, who was banged up on that last play, that senior safety, and then all of a sudden you got Daniels running wide behind him for the wide open touchdown.
Yeah, no safety comes over the top. The corner's peekabooing inside because of the run game. Salter steps up, throws a strike to C.J. Daniels. Liberty back on top.
Chocolate and caramel. And a crunchy cookie. Oh, it's more than more. It's more. Yes, it's more.
There's more to a Twix.
A car like this shouldn't exist. Something this big, this luxurious, shouldn't move like a Mazda. And yet, it does.
Oh my God, it sounds epic as well. This car is an SUV with bragging rights.
The 3-row Mazda CX-90.
Yeah, with Metro, there's no contracts, no price hikes, no surprises. There's not a yada yada.
Yada yada.
Contract yada yada.
Price hike yada yada.
Not a yada yada means wireless without the gotcha. Only at Metro.
Whether someone is across the neighborhood, across the street, or across the room, you have the power to make them feel right at home. Ritz, a taste of welcome.
All right, guys, listen up. This entire season boils down to one word.
Bundle home and auto.
But that's 4 words.
Not if you bundle them.
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At Cracker Barrel, 'tis the season for holiday traditions and cinnamon rolls turned pie. Our cinnamon roll pie breakfast is warm, gooey, glazed, and starts at just $8.99. And try our turkey, crispy and country fried. Cracker Barrel, take care now.
When you get approved with Drive Time, you get the real deal.
It's the Drive Time Real Deal Maker.
It lets you customize the real down payment and monthly payment of the car you want to buy.
That's super smart.
And the deal you make on your phone is the deal you pay.
You make the deal yourself.
Get the real deal at drivetime.com.
Every
everyone is ready for Monday Night Football. Davante Adams is ready to lead the Silver and Black into the Lions' den. Jared Goff and the Pride are on the hunt to take control of the NFC North. Raiders, Lions. Monday at 8 on ESPN and ABC.
El Clásico, Barcelona against Real Madrid
on ESPN Plus.
14-10 now. Liberty leads Western Kentucky with 8:32 to play in the second quarter.
Yeah, and when you run the ball, right, you establish a run, then you can get some big plays. Take a look at Liberty's playmakers, C.J. Daniels, Trayon Sibley. How about 96 explosive plays for the Flames this year? Second best in the FBS, but they may be first in the FBS coming out of this one tonight because they've got a few already tonight.
That is huge, approaching 100 on the season. Pretty impressive. And C.J. Daniels, a guy who's been through a ton. His mom, Natalie Beavers, who had epilepsy at age 5, has dealt with it for over 40 years and had a seizure while driving. They had a nanny in the car who had grabbed the wheel and essentially saved both of their lives. And then CJ's mom, Natalie, started a nonprofit organization called Angels of Epilepsy, and CJ's actually the VP, helps her out, and they say it's turned their life around, and it's a great story for the junior wide receiver for Liberty.
What can you do?
Caught the last touchdown.
Yeah, great to see that, making a difference big time. It's nice.
3 possessions for Liberty, 2 75-yard touchdown drives, not too bad. We'll see if Western Kentucky can respond here from the 25-yard line as Stepp gets the carry.
And Western Kentucky has not had an issue moving the ball. 148 yards, 9 first downs on the first 3 drives of this game. So now they just gotta answer, right? You gotta go down, you gotta answer the score of Liberty.
Second down again for Stepp. He's got a first down. He gets across the 40, a huge head of steam. Brylan Green finally brought him down at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 13.
Yeah, Marquis Stepp is more of their downhill back. I like he puts that right foot in the ground and squares those shoulders, and that's how you finish off a run, running behind your pads.
Fake to the outside. They go back the other way with a pass from Reed, and he's got his wide receiver that time, and that is Corley, and a flag is down as Corley is right at the first down marker. We'll check the call. A gain of 10. And you would imagine a first down if it stands, or they're going to be back.
There is no foul for ineligible receiver downfield. The ball was caught at the line of scrimmage. Second down.
So that's exactly what I was going to say. The umpire throws the flag because an offensive lineman.
The play resulted in a first down.
Offensive lineman drifted past 3 yards, but the throw's behind the line of scrimmage, so it doesn't matter. So it's good communication. I understand why the umpire throws the flag. Comes over,
Ruling
gets
on the field is that the pass was caught at the line of scrimmage. That play is under further review.
So replay is going to look at it. So if the pass was beyond the line of scrimmage, then that penalty will be called. Ineligible downfield with one of the offensive linemen drifting past 3 yards. The ruling on the field was the pass was behind the line of scrimmage. That's what replay is looking at right now.
Gotcha. Good point, Rainey. Yep. 7 minutes and 40 seconds to play in this first half, and Tyson Helton just got the explanation there. So let's look at it again, see if we can discern what happened here.
Hello.
Really good job from Reed.
Hello.
His receiver is.
Boy, and from right there, I think it was beyond the line of scrimmage, and if replay, it's got to be indisputable. So, see where the line of scrimmage is. It's the 46. Yeah, that ball's past the line of scrimmage. I think it's clearly past the line of scrimmage by a yard.
Yeah, it's at the
That's
47.
a great look right there. I think replay will say, yes, the ball was beyond the line of scrimmage, and then so the illegal man downfield, and you're going to see an offensive lineman right there. You see him drifting, blocking at the 50. He's more than 3 yards down the field. That's the call. That will now be put into place because they're going to rule that that pass was downfield.
In the future, what could you do there if you're that offensive lineman? You're hoping that he's going to be throwing it behind the line of scrimmage. Is that the play call?
Yeah.
Because he's all the way down 5 yards.
And so
50.
really that was a second read by Austin Reed, I believe. It was supposed to come out the other way first. He holds it that extra count. By that time, the offensive lineman's past 3 yards. He's still blocking. He's still engaged. If the throw's behind the line of scrimmage, it's good. But to me, it clearly was a yard past the line of scrimmage. We'll get the call right now.
After review, It was determined the pass did cross the line of scrimmage. Therefore, ineligible receiver downfield, number 78 offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah, it's the right call. You were all over it, Rini, and I think you're right. He wanted to kind of get that out quickly to the right side, but that receiver was totally covered, so he had to go back to the left.
And as a matter of fact, he went back to the other side, and he actually threw the ball right by the head of Preston Hodge, number 24. I couldn't believe he didn't knock it down, but took a couple seconds, but they sorted out, and they got it right, which is the most important thing.
Yep. And they got Western Kentucky backed up a little bit here for kind of one of the first times tonight, although it's still first down. It's 1st and 15, and Davion Irvin Poindexter is back in at running back to the right of Reed. Reed with pressure, and he throws. It's caught by Corley, and extra effort by Corley at the end, taking some hits and getting about 4 close back to the original line of scrimmage.
They try to go tunnel screen with Corley, and I tell you, he's dangerous in space with the football. Almost breaks free there, but a nice job with the pursuit of that Liberty defense to get Corley to the ground.
Corley has over 2,600 receiving yards coming into this game tonight, which is 4th all-time in Western Kentucky history. Over 600 on the season. Young is now back in the backfield at the running back spot. 4 receivers set on officially 2nd and 12. Reed. Outside catch made again, this time by Smith. And we've got 3rd down here now.
Yeah, and Delvin Smith on the outside. He's another weapon that's starting to play better. He's athletic on the outside, can make plays, and it's nice to see him stepping up.
The previous play is under review for potential targeting.
So here we go. The dreaded targeting replay. Saw something they didn't like, so we'll get a look at it as well and see if we can dissect this one as well. So no flag was thrown on the field. Replay can create this foul.
Right.
They believe they see what could possibly be targeted, and we'll see it as well. So you see, you see
Tyron Dupree.
35 Dupree. Now remember, so Smith is not defenseless because he's running with the ball. So the only way you're going to get targeting is crown of the helmet. So they've redefined the crown to be the tip top of the head, and it did look like Dupree dipped his head. Now you need to have an indicator. So you got the crown of helmet, you got a forceful thrust or a lunge, and it looks like you have it. Now remember, folks, that rule is put in there as much for the defensive player as the offensive player. You need to see what you're hitting and protect the defensive player too. And you know, people say this all the time. It drives me nuts. Helmet to helmet. There's no such thing. Crown of the helmet. It doesn't matter where you hit the player with the crown of the helmet. You can hit him on the knee with it. You can never use the crown of the helmet if there's an indicator there. And to me, it looks like Dupree here, right here. You get a little lunge, heads down. It looked like he tried to get it up at that last second, but it looked like he got him in the chest. So we'll see what replay does here.
After review, it was determined that number 35 on the defense, personal foul, targeting with the crown of the helmet. Number 35 is disqualified from the game. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
And it's really a big play because Tyron Dupree is not only the leader of the defense, he's an overall leader for this team. Very vocal. Now they changed the rules. He can stay on the sideline. He doesn't have to go in the locker room. He can root his teammates on, but you know, it's the right call. You just gotta get that head up. Easier said than done. I know it's easy for us to get up here and say you gotta see what you hit, but you do. But again, that rule's put in there to protect Tyron Dupree as much as it is the receiver or the running back.
100% with you. I can see why they called down, and you're right. They got it right. An excellent job explaining that, Reedy, and they did. They lose their leading tackler who came in with 65 tackles. Real shot to get to the NFL, too, with this guy, senior linebacker. He's out for the rest of the game. And Western Kentucky now back to Young as they have excellent field position after the penalty from the 33 of Liberty. Just a 2-yard pickup there. But, yeah, listen, like you said, goals to get it right, get the call. They've done that here in the last 2 sequences.
And really, you know, we're seeing less and less targeting. We really are. I know it's really a punitive penalty because there was nothing malicious he did there. So maybe down the line they can relook at that and let the player stay, put the 15 yards on there. But that's neither here nor there because Tyron Dupree's gone.
Reed to the outside. Catch is made once again. Nice job by Smith. He's made a couple of those, and he's about a yard shy of the first down. But really, it's a good point by you too. And I have this a lot when we do basketball, where there's flagrants, and they say, "Well, we didn't mean to do it." Listen, intent has nothing to do with it.
And it doesn't.
You clock a guy over the head, it's a flagrant one. If you use the crown of your helmet, whether you meant to or not, it's targeting, and that's the call.
Yep.
All right, 3rd down and 1 here for Western Kentucky. Stepp is in the backfield. You got Reed, who looks like he's going to get under center here this time. And they're going to call a timeout. Play clock again was winding down.
Yeah, burn their second, and again, listen, you got to get in the right play here. So
Western Kentucky, their second of the half. This will be extended into a full media timeout.
Timeout, Hilltoppers. 3rd and 1 when we return.
The new Barbecue Ranch Chicken Crunch from Jimmy John's is here with house-made barbecue ranch sauce, all-natural chicken, and crispy tortilla strips. All that sauciness comes as a sandwich or wrap. Sandwich or wrap. Sandwich or wrap! For a limited time at Jimmy John's. As a sandwich or wrap!
It's easy to get lost in investment research. Introducing JP Morgan Personal Advisors.
Hey, David.
Connect with an advisor to create your personalized plan.
Let's find the right investments for your goals.
Okay, great.
JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Whether someone is across the neighborhood, across the street, or across the room, you have the power to make them feel right at home. Ritz, a taste of welcome.
With nearly 6,000 stores and over 17,000 auto care centers across the country, Napa has America's largest network of parts and care. Here to be the fuel that keeps you firing on all cylinders.
Right now at Napa, get a 5-quart jug of Napa Premium Conventional Motor Oil for only $15.99. Or claim a $50 Visa card when you spend at least $250 on Napa brand brakes.
Right now, Sonic's small hand mix shakes are $1.99 all day. It sells itself, so I'll just list flavors in my sexy voice.
Chocolate, strawberry, peanut butter.
$1.99 small classic shakes all day at Sonic.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad. Hey, watch it. It's from Gillette Labs. This green bar releases trapped hairs from my face. Game changer. While the Flex Disc contours to it, so the 5 blades can get virtually every hair in one stroke for the ultimate Gillette shaving experience. The best a man can get is Gillette Labs.
I used to get so anxious thinking about feeding our kids, but HelloFresh changed everything. It feels like we get 3 extra hours in our life every day.
It's much better than takeout, and it's a lot cheaper too.
Go to HelloFresh.com/TV17 and use code TV17 to get this last chance fall offer.
The College Football Playoff Semifinals and the College Football Playoff National Championship on ESPN.
We're back, and here's Jamie Chadwell. This is him talking with one of the officials during the last timeout.
Probably just getting an explanation, very calmly talking to him.
And the targeting call on Tyron Dupree, and he has been tossed from the game. It's 3rd down and 1 for Western Kentucky. First down run from Stepp. He's got it inside the 25. Gang tackle there. They'll call him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 6. They're inside the red zone.
And as much as we've talked about the Liberty offensive line and gave them kudos, equally to Western Kentucky, doing a nice job up front controlling that line of scrimmage. Their backs are hitting the hole hard, and they're getting really good push up there as well.
That is their 12th first down of this game. Yeah. Reedy, for the Western Kentucky offense that has gotten 50 or more yards on 3 of their 4 drives in this contest.
And you say, well, they only have 10 points. It's because they're really just taking the time off the clock, right? You got to finish this drive off with a score here.
Play action Reed with time to the end zone. Incomplete. He wanted Helms, the tight end.
Yeah, good. Yeah, and it's a missile back shoulder pass by Austin Reed. That's where you got to put it. Helms, his 6'4" frame goes up and just can't make the catch, but there is a flag on the play.
Far side of the field.
Illegal formation. Number 53 offense, not on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
We got the left tackle, Marshall Jackson.
And so you say to yourself, why is he not on the line of scrimmage? They try to cheat back, right? Because that rush is coming from the defensive end. And so the rule is the head of the tackle must break the belt line of the center. If it gets back any farther from the belt line of the center, the line judge will declare him in the backfield, and then you got too many guys in the backfield, and that's what happened right there.
Well, these officials are all over it here tonight, that's for sure. So the penalty, and it's now first down and 15 for Western Kentucky. Hands off to Stepp. Short gain, run out. Joseph Carter. Only 2 yards.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do when you go to that short side of the field as a defender. You got to let that sideline be that 12th defender. Right, and step out there.
How about Carter getting awarded a scholarship, right? Sophomore linebacker.
Yeah, earned that scholarship in August, so that's always nice, right? Playing well and to earn a scholarship.
Second down. Reed, end zone, caught. No, out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Did not get the foot down. Holiday. Or make it Messer that time.
Yeah, he tried to drag this back foot. I'm going to get a great look at it here. That right toe, I mean, you slow it down there, but by the time he controls the ball, and it looks like he didn't survive the ground either, that ball moved, but boy, what an effort by Easton Messer. And I think replay's probably going to look at it. We'll see.
Complete pass. Play is under further review.
Yeah, well, I think you're totally right.
Yeah.
By the time he even attempted really to secure it, and I don't even know if he did secure it, you're right. He was well beyond the end zone.
And I mean, we can stop anything, right? And it looks like a catch. Right. And you got to play it through. Remember, calling the field's incomplete. Has to be indisputable video evidence by the booth to overturn this call, and I just don't see it. I mean, it's an unbelievable effort by Messer. He goes up. He's going to try to drag that right toe, right? That's what he's trying to keep on the ground. Now, it's on the ground right there. But the ball's not in his hands yet. And as you play it through, you know, right about there, he's got control. But I think by that time, to me, I think the back judge got it right. I think that toe lifted off the ground, and then he hits, and a little bit of a bobble. But it's close. It's one of those ones, Mike, I think if they called it a touchdown on the field, I think they would have left it. But boy, to me, like right there, looks like his toe's in. But again, we're stopping it in slow motion. You're still shotting it.
Yeah, but does he have control and maintain?
And you have black cleats. You have black cleats with a black end zone. So can you tell me definitively that his toe's touching? Right? I mean, there's a lot of elements there.
But does he maintain complete control of the catch to
Correct.
the ground
After that?
No, that's why you can't do something like this. You know what I mean? That's like sometimes you have to actually watch the play in its entirety.
Correct.
And in real speed. Actually, the way the officials are seeing it, I mean, give them so much credit. How many times you watch a game, right? A guy makes a catch on the sideline and you're like, oh, he's out, you know, or they come over and they said yes catch or no catch.
Well,
I mean,
and the ball clearly hits the ground. He doesn't survive the ground. So this should be a quick replay. If they look at this play is going to be not even stands. It's going to confirm because he dropped the football.
But listen, to your point, it's so important of what the call on the field is, because if you can't have enough to change
review,
it.
The ruling on the field of an incomplete pass stands.
Yeah, I think they could have confirmed it because he didn't survive the ground, but doesn't matter. I mean, the play, they got it right.
Third down and 13. 3:32 remaining in this first half. Field goal from this spot is 38 yards. 75% on third down in this game is Western Kentucky. They keep it on the ground to Young. Yeah, that's not going to make the fans too happy, but what do you think there?
Well, by running it there, I think he was hoping he's, maybe pop it, pick up 6, 7, 8 yards and get it to a manageable 4th down where they're going to go for it. Good job by Liberty defensively up front. They stop it for a minimal gain and try to get 3 on the board here.
Nothing wrong with the way the redshirt freshman Lucas Carnero has kicked this season. He's perfect for extra points. He's perfect on field goals, 8 for 8. He's 1 for 1 here today. This one is from 36 yards to put 3 more on the board, and the broadcaster Jenks continues. It's wide right, no good.
Well, the last one he made, he just got it inside that right upright from that right hash. It's super wide in college. That time, can't bend it over. That's where you're trying to get that draw spin on it, right, from a kicker, but it's difficult when you're at that right hash. It's a tough angle. Like I said, the first one he made just got it in that right upright. That one just can't bend it through, and Liberty will get a stop.
So the first miss of the season is now 8 for 9. And keep in mind that Liberty as well will receive the second half kickoff. Western Kentucky won the toss. They elected to receive to start the game, in which they went 75 yards down the field at 6:05 for the opening game touchdown. But now you got Liberty with the possession, a 4-point lead, can try to get that back-to-back here, if you will, which is always big.
And obviously, hate to be Captain Obvious, imperative for Western Kentucky defensively to not give up a score here.
Salter directing traffic, telling guys to go downfield and looking for blocks, and he gets them and he runs for a first.
Because to your point, Mike, you get a score here, you go up by 2 scores at halftime, you get the momentum, then you got the ball coming out in the third. So that Western Kentucky defense, you got to buckle up right now.
Well, and we know the struggles that Western Kentucky has had on offense in second half. So the last couple of
last
games,
two games,
doesn't help you
last
either.
2 games in the second half, Western Kentucky's been outscored 31-0. So
Salter, that QB draw, just a couple, and a late flag comes flying in from the back judge here. Two minutes and 17 seconds before halftime.
There is no foul on the play. Second down.
So we've seen them pick up a couple flags today. So,
well, I like that they discuss it.
Yeah,
they come over. Hey, what do we got? Let's get it right. They really have done a nice job.
Every
tonight,
official, the back judge, the line judge, headline judge, umpire, they all have different angles, right?
Right.
So I like the fact that you communicate. And
Salter, the quarterback, has been the team's leading rusher tonight with 45 yards on the ground. He does it again as he fakes it to Cooley. A flag is down in the backfield, however, as he gets to the Western Kentucky 41-yard line, and indications are that it's not going to stand. We're going to find out. It's a 24-yard gain if it does, but flag back at the 37.
Holding, number 83, offense, 10-yard penalty, remains second down.
That was Austin Henderson. I remember he had that really good block on that 4th down when they were at the road 17-yard line. Remember that allowed Salter to get that first down, and this time he got called for holding.
Yeah, he's pleading his case saying he didn't do it, and that's a big run that gets nullified. You're going to see right side of the screen. He releases, he's arcing right there, 83. Come right there, and a great job by the defender to kind of flail his arms and throw him up. That was Desmond Baker, and that's what the referee saw, and he immediately threw the flag. And no reason to hold there, and you can argue he didn't, but Baker did a good job selling it regardless, and it gets called.
Listen, that's huge. Instead of a 1st and 10 at the Western Kentucky 41-yard line, it's now 2nd down and 12 at their own 30. With 1:47 to go, and Liberty, by the way, with all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Late rush off the edge here. They almost get to Salter. Throws on the run, and it's incomplete. And it was Colvey Williams that had that pressure that time on Salter that kind of flushed him out.
And good to see Williams back in the game. And you have to dial up pressure, and Tyson Summers, the defensive coordinator, knows they need to get at Salter, get him off his spot, make him uncomfortable when he throws, and then also rush him a controlled rush, right? Because you know he has the ability to run, get there and make tackles, but a big 3rd and 12 for the Western Kentucky defense. Get a stop here. Get your offense the ball back with one more shot.
Liberty 1 of 5 on 3rd down here tonight. Actually 2 for 2 on 4th down. This is a 3rd and long. Deep drop pass incomplete. From Salter looking for Trayon Sibley. And it's 4th down.
And he wasn't going to have the first down anyway, even if he caught the ball. So again, pressure dialed up for Salter throw. So how big was that holding penalty now? Nullified the nice run by Salter. Good stop by Western Kentucky. Now you're going to force a punt. You get good field position here with, you're probably going to get the ball back with about 1 minute and 15, 16 left in the half. Only one timeout, though, for Western Kentucky.
Max Morgan. High hanging punt that Western Kentucky's going to let bounce. And we'll come to a stop at the 39-yard line. So pretty good field position here for the Hilltoppers with 1:13 to go in a timeout. We'll see what they do. ABC College Football triple header. Florida State and Wake Forest. It starts at noon. Then BYU and Texas, number 7 in the country. It's at 3:30. And then Colorado in prime time at UCLA at 7:30. It's on Saturday on ABC.
I'm curious how Colorado, Coach Prime, may come out and play after giving up that 29-point lead last time out to Stanford.
A little playoff predictor action here. What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, Florida State was one that I picked early on, so, you know, everything's a little low right now. It's good. Listen, this is the great time of football season for college. It all works itself out right now. All these teams start playing each other a lot, and so we're going to figure it all out here in the next month.
That was our all-state playoff predictor. Best percentage chance to win the title. Long way to go. Here's the Hilltoppers now. The pass caught by Davion Irvin Poindexter. Cross midfield into Liberty territory. Clock's going to stop, 1st down.
And step 1, we talked about it. Western Kentucky gets the stop, right? Doesn't let Liberty go down and score. They get the ball back. Now you're at midfield with over a minute left. Now you're trying to score, obviously, take the lead into halftime and get the momentum.
Just inside Flames territory. Reed. Deep pass. It's caught. He's got Messer. 1st down at the Liberty 30-yard line. It's a gain of 20.
Yeah, just a crossing route by Messer, and you know that's a mismatch as well. Jerome Jolly zeroes the linebacker. That's really on Messer. You can't have that.
Reed again, stepping up, going end zone, and it's overthrown. And he wanted Smith that time, with 50 seconds remaining here in the half.
And remember, with the new clock rules now, we're under 2 minutes, so the clock will stop after a 1st down. It stops when you get out of bounds and will not start till it snaps. So even with one timeout, Tyson Helton wants to save that, keep it in his back pocket in case he's got a, for a field goal. But my point is, you can still use the middle of the field with the underneath passes. I don't think you got to go vertical every shot right now.
That's a great point. A lot of options here. Hutchinson goes in motion. Reed. Again, same situation, but into double coverage. And they're going to call it an interception. Kobe Singleton picks it off for Liberty in the touchback, as it was intended for Craig Burt Jr. And Singleton with his 4th interception of the season.
And Kobe Singleton's their best cover corner. And if this stands, this will be 16 interceptions for the Flames defense this season. It leads the nation. Now he needs to survive the ground too. It's bouncing, it's bouncing, it's bouncing. It never hits the ground. Wow. Yeah, that might be a Sports Center top 10. We'll see. I don't think it touched the ground when he rolled over. It definitely doesn't. It's on the receiver right here. It's rolling over. It's anybody's ball right now. Singleton, yeah, that's an interception.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about maintaining concentration like that and picking that pass off for his 4th of the season?
And when Craig Burt Jr. sees that on film, he's going to be like, you got to be kidding me. It was right there. I could have grabbed it. It was leaning on me, but huge takeaway by Liberty. Excellent interception by Kobe Singleton.
And you just said it, a nation-leading 16th of the season. Impressive.
And I think at this point here, I think Jamie Chadwell is fine with going into the locker room with a 4-point lead on the road. You don't want to take any risks down here. If Cooley might have busted that one, man. He would have thought different, but they're going to take it to the house with a 4-point lead on the road.
And so Liberty will receive the second half kickoff.
Well, you know, not as many points as I thought we were going to have, but a lot of yardage. These offenses both moved the ball, but they controlled clock, right? So not a lot of possessions, but a fun game.
That's the end of the first half.
Time for halftime. Coming up at the halftime report, Reese Davis hosting a discussion about the upcoming college football playoff rankings. All that and more when we return right after this.
What would Daniel Cameron's Medicaid plan mean for my patients?
He's threatening to take away health care coverage from over 95,000 Kentuckians.
It's very scary that people are not going to have health coverage.
People will not be able to see their doctors. People will not be able to buy medicines.
Many rural hospitals will end up closing their doors.
Cameron is still following his pal, Matt Bevin.
I don't know why you do that.
I don't think Daniel Cameron understands what Kentuckians are going through.
And that is not acceptable for a governor.
Not that into saving, are you?
Whoa, dude.
Money. Because you paid too much for those glasses. Next time, go to America's Best, where 2 pairs and a free quality eye exam start at just $79.95. Book an exam today at americasbest.com.
At DriveTime.com, we've been hard at work. And we finally did it.
Did you make it so I can finally see my real payments and shop for thousands of cars with no hit to my credit?
Wait. Yes!
Shop for cars online with no credit hit. Yeah! Go to DriveTime.com and get approved with no credit hit.
If sports fans built a streaming service.
Fubo is like the best of cable, plus the best of streaming. Thinking of calling yourselves the Big Kick It, because you're helping people kick cable.
Sorry, I feel like it's a little close to your...
Imagine them chanting the Big Kick It as you dominate the paint.
Are we still talking about TV?
Live TV and sports and more, but mostly sports. That's Fubo!
WKU is home for big dreamers, for those who shape the future, who set their sights high, accept challenges, fuel their passions, for those with a desire to create a better tomorrow. You don't come here to prepare for one thing. You come here to prepare for everything. You belong on this hill, where we engage, learn, grow, and celebrate together. Climb with us at Western Kentucky University.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Go to InventHelp.com. We have representatives nationwide and services to showcase your invention. Get started today. Go to InventHelp.com for free information.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Homeowners, when your water or sewer line breaks, it's expensive and often not covered by basic homeowners insurance.
You could pay thousands.
Finding a good contractor can be tough.
Want this guy doing the job?
With a plan from HomeServe, call us. We'll send a contractor, and there's no big bill.
Easy.
But don't wait. Get a plan from HomeServe before a line breaks.
Go online now.
Plans from HomeServe start at just $7.99 a month.
Call 1-877-520-2038 or visit homeserve.com.
Glad to have you with us here at halftime. Reese Davis and Greg McElroy. You never know who's going to show up on your TV screens, do you? Greg, you know what? We almost had a week full of upsets this past weekend in college football that really could have reshaped the landscape. One upset that did land, though, was North Carolina, 24-point favorite against Virginia. Drake May was hassled throughout the game. That one falls incomplete. He got intercepted late in the game, and North Carolina, a devastating loss. Washington failed to score an offensive touchdown, got a late pick six to survive against hapless Arizona State. Texas got the benefit of a fortuitous spot against Houston, and Oklahoma stopped the two-point conversion against UCF. Both Alabama and Florida State trailed top 20 opponents at halftime at home and then put down the hammer in the second half against Duke and Tennessee. And Ohio State in the game of the weekend, Marvin Harrison Jr. was sensational, but this was really about the defensive play from the Buckeyes that just throttled the Penn State offense, held them to 1 of 16 on third down and got the victory. Michigan, meanwhile, just kept marching on, 49-0 over Sparty to take the Paul Bunyan Trophy, and all signs seem to be pointing up for the Wolverines right now. The AP top 10 looks like this. Georgia's still number 1, followed by Michigan, Ohio State up to 3. You see the unbeaten teams there at the top, and there are still 10 Power 5 teams who have just a single loss. While Georgia's still number 1 in the polls, and we'll see what the College Football Playoff Committee does next week, the betting favorite in Las Vegas to win the national championship is now Michigan. Greg, as you think about that, how would you rank the top 6 teams in the country?
Well, I would actually follow Vegas more so than I'd follow the AP at the moment. I would actually have Michigan sitting in the top spot. While them and Georgia, I have them just a cut above right now. Eye test is where I kind of remove them from the rest of the pack. Both have very incomplete resumes. I mean, Michigan's best win at the moment, whether you feel like it's 6-1 UNLV or 6-2 Rutgers, take your pick. The fact that we're having this discussion tells you that it's not great. And then Georgia, on the other hand, their best win coming at the hands of Kentucky. That was at home, so not overly impressive. But once you get beyond those two, there are some teams that have some really strong resume data points to point to. Ohio State, of course, fresh off the win last week against Penn State, but also have a win on the road in the non-conference against Notre Dame. Florida State, I think, has a terrific resume, obviously, with the win against LSU that's getting better as the weeks goes on, and the win last week against Duke. Then you get to Washington with the great win against Oregon, followed by Oklahoma with the great win against the Texas Longhorns. So I think those first two kind of separate, and the next 4 I kind of have to judge Reese based off of who they've beaten up to this point of the season.
It's sort of shaking out with the usual suspects, but the one thing that is different, sort of jolting to think that Florida State might have a better win against Duke than on the road at Clemson. But I digress. Would you give Michigan or Georgia a better chance to win a national championship?
Well, right now I'd lean in favor of Michigan. It would be reflected in my rankings, and it's partly not because of who they've played, but the standard that they've played to, Reese. I mean, they're the first team in 30 years to score 325 points and hold their opponents to under 50 points. The last team to do it was the 1993 Florida State Seminoles. We all know how the season ended for the Noles that day. We've already seen their run game emerge. We've seen J.J. McCarthy look really comfortable at quarterback. But what we haven't seen is the emergence of the tight ends, and they came to the forefront last week in a very convincing victory against Michigan State. So when you look at what Michigan has, the
And Singleton with his 4th interception of the season.
And Kobe Singleton's their best cover corner. And if this stands, this will be 16 interceptions for the Flames defense this season. It leads the nation. Now he needs to survive the ground too. It's bouncing. It's bouncing. It's bouncing. It never hits the ground. Wow. Yeah, that might be a Sports Center top 10. We'll see. I don't think it touched the ground when he rolled over. It definitely doesn't. It's on the receiver right here. It's rolling over. It's anybody's ball right now. Singleton, yeah, that's an interception.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about maintaining concentration like that and picking that pass off for his 4th of the season?
And when Craig Burt Jr. sees that on film, he's going to be like, you got to be kidding me. It was right there. I could have grabbed it. It was leaning on me, but huge takeaway by Liberty. Excellent interception by Kobe Singleton.
And you just said it, a nation-leading 16th of the season. Impressive.
And I think at this point here, I think Jamie Chadwell is fine with going into the locker room with a 4-point lead on the road. You don't want to take any risks down here. If Cooley might have busted that one, man, he would have thought different, but they're going to take it to the house with a 4-point lead on the road.
And so Liberty will receive the second half kickoff.
Well, you know, not as many points as I thought we were going to have, but a lot of yardage. these offenses both moved the ball, but they controlled clock, right? So not a lot of possessions, but a fun game.
That's the end of the first half.
Time for halftime. Coming up at the halftime report, Reese Davis hosting a discussion about the upcoming college football playoff rankings. All that and more when we return right after this.
What would Daniel Cameron's Medicaid plan mean for my patients?
He's threatening to take away health care coverage from over 95,000 Kentuckians.
It's very scary that people are not going to have health coverage.
People will not be able to see their doctors. People will not be able to buy medicines.
Many rural hospitals will end up closing their doors.
Cameron is still following his pal, Matt Bevin.
I don't know why you'd do that.
I don't think Daniel Cameron understands what Kentuckians are going through.
And that is not acceptable for a governor.
Not that into saving, are you?
Whoa, dude.
Money. Because you paid too much for those glasses. Next time, go to America's Best, where 2 pairs and a free quality eye exam start at just $79.95. Book an exam today at americasbest.com.
At DriveTime.com, we've been hard at work. And we finally did it.
Did you make it so I can finally see my real payments and shop for thousands of cars with no hit to my credit?
Wait. Yes!
Shop for cars online with no credit hit. Go to DriveTime.com and get approved with no credit hit.
If sports fans built a streaming service.
Fubo is like the best of cable, plus the best of streaming. Thinking of calling yourselves the Big Kick It, because you're helping people kick cable.
Sorry, I feel like it's a little close to your...
Imagine them chanting the Big Kick It as you dominate the paint.
Are we still talking about TV?
Live TV and sports and more, but mostly sports. That's Fubo!
WKU is home for big dreamers, for those who shape the future, who set their sights high, accept challenges, fuel their passions, for those with a desire to create a better tomorrow. You don't come here to prepare for one thing. You come here to prepare for everything. You belong on this hill, where we engage, learn, grow, and celebrate together. Climb with us at Western Kentucky University.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Go to inventhelp.com. We have representatives nationwide and services to showcase your invention. Get started today. Go to inventhelp.com for free information.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Homeowners, when your water or sewer line breaks, it's expensive and often not covered by basic homeowners insurance.
You could pay thousands.
Finding a good contractor can be tough.
Want this guy doing the job?
With a plan from HomeServe, call us. We'll send a contractor, and there's no big bill.
Easy.
But don't wait. Get a plan from HomeServe before a line breaks.
Go online now.
Plans from HomeServe start at just $7.99 a month.
Call 1-877-520-2038 or visit homeserve.com.
Glad to have you with us here at halftime. Reese Davis and Greg McElroy. You never know who's going to show up on your TV screens, do you? Greg, you know what? We almost had a week full of upsets this past weekend in college football that really could have reshaped the landscape. One upset that did land, though, was North Carolina, 24-point favorite against Virginia. Drake May was hassled throughout the game. That one falls incomplete. He got intercepted late in the game, and North Carolina, a devastating loss. Washington failed to score an offensive touchdown, got a late pick six to survive against hapless Arizona State. Texas got the benefit of a fortuitous spot against Houston, and Oklahoma stopped a two-point conversion against UCF. Both Alabama and Florida State trailed top 20 opponents at halftime at home and then put down the hammer in the second half against Duke and Tennessee. And Ohio State in the game of the weekend, Marvin Harrison Jr. was sensational, but this was really about the defensive play from the Buckeyes that just throttled the Penn State offense, held them to 1 of 16 on third down and got the victory. Michigan, meanwhile, just kept marching on, 49-0 over Sparty to take the Paul Bunyan Trophy, and all signs seem to be pointing up for the Wolverines right now. The AP top 10 looks like this. Georgia's still number 1, followed by Michigan, Ohio State up to 3. You see the unbeaten teams there at the top, and there are still
Wow.
10 Power 5 teams.
Now we're talking about it. Now we're talking about college football. We're talking about all the games that are going on. It's pretty impressive. What do we got? Let's see. Who's going to make the college football playoff this year? Now we're talking about it. All right. Oh, there he is. All right. So we got the game, Western Kentucky, going on right now. Heck of a game. 14-10. We got Western Kentucky falling behind slightly, but for now at halftime, it looks like they can catch back up. They got that high-flying offense that we love. No more Mike White. No more Bailey Zappi. We're going to have to go with Austin Reed. And we not only got that, we got NBA. We got some NBA going on today. First day, Lakers and Nuggets. Lakers and Nuggets. Yes. So let's see what's going on with them. I'm going to go in between these guys right here. That's not the way I like it. Okay, we got the Lakers 82-87 at Denver. And does it look like, let's see if LeBron's playing. That guy's probably not playing. He's probably taking the day off on the first day. Ooh, there's my Wolverines. Here we go. I got the ticket for the Wolverines for them to win it all. Apparently, they've been stealing signs, and they're talking about them getting in trouble for that. Hopefully not. Hopefully they just continue stealing signs and they continue winning games. That's what we need. I need them in the college football playoff. I need them dominating. I want them to beat Georgia. I want them to beat Bama. I want them to beat Ohio State and cash my ticket. The professor has it right now. He's holding it for me. He's got it like a safe. Let's see what else we got. We've got... Okay, so Jokic, defending champions, 22 points. Caldwell Pope, 16. Jamal Murray, 16. So it's pretty even. 84-90. The Nuggets are winning at home. What do you expect out of the Lakers this year? I expect them to be 1 year older, not too much better. Anthony Davis, he's never been that dog. D'Angelo Russell, what are you going to do with him? Let's see what else we got. We got the Phoenix Suns at Warriors. You could be watching the Phoenix Suns at the Warriors, or you could be watching me watching Western Kentucky. Yes. We got Liberty at Western Kentucky. Big game, 7-0 versus 4-3. Western Kentucky shouldn't be 4-3. They really blew that game last week against Jacksonville State. Yes, they were down in Alabama playing that team, and they really blew it. What else do we got? We got our picks for the week. We have a bankroll pick out right now. And if you're subscribed, then you got Boston Bruins and the Florida Panthers moneyline parlay, and that's even money. So we do release our picks. We release our picks every day. Every day we release our picks. Not every day. We release them whenever we have them. We get together. We got a whole team, a whole crew. It's not just me here. And I don't even know hockey. So they got together and they decided hockey was a good, this was a good bet. I cannot confirm. I can confirm because they know hockey. Yeah, my boy, he checks that out every day. And if he finds a good pick, I release it. I come and tell you about it. But if it's not a good pick, I'm not going to tell you about it. I'm just going to tell you, stay away, or I'm not going to release anything. You can ask us. You can send a message if you're interested in something. Baseball, I'm waiting on some baseball picks, but I haven't had anything yet. Arizona at Philly today. You got 2-1. Philly is up. Arizona, let's hope it's not an Arizona-Texas Rangers matchup. That'll be pretty boring. I think everybody's looking for Philadelphia to be there in the World Series if you're a baseball fan. Not me so much. I could watch this football game over the baseball game and be more than happy. I don't even know that many baseball players. Baseball was my favorite at the beginning, but at the beginning of my life, but not anymore. What's your guys' favorite sport? You and the other guy. The other person. We got 2 people watching. Let's see. What is the sport that you decide to watch? Is it NFL? Let's look ahead. Let's play look ahead right now. We're looking at NCAA. We got Jacksonville State, FIU tomorrow. We got UTEP at Sam Houston. Story about the UTEP coach. He set up 100 mousetraps to kind of motivate his team. He set him up. The metaphor was to not go for the cheese. And one was put on his desk, and the player's hand got caught in it. No, the coach's hand got caught in it, and apparently it broke his finger. And UTEP came back and they won the game. So I guess the motivating factor worked. They're 2-6 right now. Oh, he drops the ball. Come on, baby. You got to get that ball. I'm a big Western Kentucky fan. We got Tulane at Rice. Tulane's number 22. They're looking to get back in this top 25. They were left out for a second when they lost that game. I think it was against Oklahoma, but they had no chance in that game. Obviously, Oklahoma's much better, so actually it improves their ranking to go up this high. And then you got UMass at Army. Pretty garbage game. UConn at BC. UConn has that one unbelievable win over, I forget who it was, but last week they destroyed Rice. They didn't destroy Rice. It was barely win, but obviously Rice was favored to win that game since Rice is a much better team. You got Indiana going to Penn State. That should be Penn State. I think at minus 32 that you should take the minus 32. I'm thinking that Penn State is going to come back with a fury after they got destroyed at Ohio State. Obviously, that is something that you do not want to do. You got West Virginia at UCF. UCF had a heck of a game last week. I'm expecting a letdown, and West Virginia is pretty darn good. We got Florida State at Wake Forest. What can I say? Florida State's going to destroy Wake Forest. That wide receiving core is made of giants. It's like 6'3" all the way to 6'7". They got speed. They got strength. It doesn't matter. You can pick your poison on that team. I forget all the players' names, but obviously you got Keon Cole, and that guy is a beast. Number 1 receiver in college football. Some say it's Marvin Harrison Jr. I disagree. But you got Oklahoma at Kansas, and that's only minus 10. Now, Oklahoma's going on the road. They just barely... You kidding me? Oh, my gosh. Here we go. Austin Reed with 6 yards. Oh my goodness. This doesn't even tell me. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's pretty sweet. Participants. There we go. That's pretty funny. Son of a beehive. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Might as well finish this game. Oh, wow. Wow. Heck of a punt. Not much of a return. Big red my balls. Wow. Heck of a punt. Not much of a return. Football.
Community with football is very accepting and loving to people who enjoy the sport.
Win or lose, they do it as a family.
Oh, that's awesome. You want to do things as a family.
Everything I do that's for my health is an accomplishment.
Concerns of getting screened faded away to my astonishment.
My doc gave me a script. I got it done without a delay.
I screened with Cologuard and did it my way.
Cologuard is a one-of-a-kind way to screen for colon cancer that's effective and non-invasive. It's for people 45 plus at average risk, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your provider for Cologuard.
I did it my way.
Honey. DayQuil Severe Honey. Powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honey.
So we're watching this game right now.
Stop for a cold. DayQuil Honey. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head fever, honeylicious power through your day.
Oh my gosh. You gotta get that Ritz.
Whether someone is across the neighborhood, across the street, or across the room, you have the power to make them feel right at home. Ritz, a taste of welcome.
I don't like to spend a ton of time shopping, but I like to look good. For me, Poshmark makes that so easy. And whenever I get tired of something, I just relist it back on Poshmark. It's honestly a little addicting. Making some money I can spend, keep my wardrobe fresh.
Meet Noodles. She's part short hair and part ninja. Meet the Bissell Crosswave Hydro Steam. It's part vacuum, mop, steamer, and ninja nemesis. Bissell, a new breed of clean.
Hi, I'm Stacy, and I've lost 60 pounds on Golo.
I decided to try Golo when I had an international flight coming up, and I realized I couldn't fly being the size that I was. My sister-in-law tried
gosh.
Golo and had lost 50 pounds. So I thought I'd give Golo a try. I didn't expect the results I got on Golo. I was hopeful, but I did not expect it to be like this. Golo just makes sense.
Mr. Kentucky versus
Change your life at Golo.com. That's
Golo?
GOLO.com.
No.
You can feel it now. Undefeated, ranked number 4. They're expecting big things from this team.
Florida State, Wake Forest.
Gosh dang.
Saturday on ABC.
Kickoff week 8 of NFL Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern. The Contact Crew on ESPN, the ESPN app, all the early breaking stories, injury updates, previews of each game right up until kickoff. And then this week for Monday Night Football, we'll be in Detroit. 5-1 Lions hosting the Raiders in a Monday Night Football game in their home turf for the first time since 2018. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ABC, ESPN, ESPN Deportes. And don't forget about Peyton and Eli once again over on ESPN2. Back to action here at Liberty, and Cooley running for a first down for the Flames as he picks up 12.
So that time you bring Bedgood in that orbit motion like you're gonna run option to the field, and you hand it underneath to Cooley. Got an offensive lineman pulling out in front. It's a good play call there to kind of counter what Western Kentucky believes they're gonna do in terms of option play with 82 Aaron Bedgood.
Cooley coming into this game with 726 rushing yards, 6 touchdowns. They flip it out to Bedgood on the outside, and he goes down the sideline, takes a big hit out of bounds. But he's been special. Does so many things well for this team.
And it's option. I mean, that's what they ran. I mean, Tyson Summers knows it's coming when Bedgood comes in motion. A good flip that time.
Uh-oh.